And we are live with Bricks and Minifigs. This is Brian and David hanging out for Talking Brick. We're just kind of hanging out today. No real plan, really. Just kind of bumming around.
Hanging out. So if anybody wants to join us, say hi, talk about anything, Lego, whatever you like to talk about, let us know. We're just kind of here doing our thing today, just as we did yesterday. It was kind of a little fun after show kind of ideal. So yeah, we had fun with it yesterday. We had quite a few people on there. That was a lot of fun. All those people who joined us. So I really enjoyed doing that with everyone who was.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Awesome. So we hope everybody again is doing well. Don't mind me. I'm just fixing this.
Building some stuff.
Top
what are you making over there?
So don't mind me. I'm just Lego bricking over here.
Yep. By the way, we're on this mic right now.
On this mic?
Yep.
Hello. So I don't need these?
Nope. Well, if you want to hear people later.
Well, I do want to hear people.
Yeah.
I want to hear their voices. Speak the language of Lego.
How's it going, everybody? If you guys are watching, just feel free to say hello in the chat. If you're interested in joining us, please let us know, and we can send you the link to join us as well. Just make sure that you guys have a webcam or phone with either your earbuds or a headset on so that everybody can hear you clearly. Dave and I are just kind of hanging out, talking brick with the store, maybe doing some work and whatnot. Cheese wedges have been breaking all the way. Let's show them one of those cheese wedges. So if you're not familiar with the cheese wedge, by the way, cheese wedges is the generic form of what we call a 1x1 by 30 slope, which is really kind of, we're going to put it right up here if it will do it. It doesn't want to do it, but it's a little slope. But especially the yellow ones look like a little piece of cheese. So a lot of us in the Lego community refer to them as cheese slopes. There are 1x1 cheese slopes and 1x2 cheese slopes. And for some reason lately, a lot of the 1x1s have been breaking like crazy.
They break straight down the middle. So it's like cutting a piece of cheese in half.
Just a little crack,
annoying.
Little hairline crack, and then it gets bigger and bigger. I think it's mostly because of just people being rough with them. Because of their shape, it's a little awkward to put them on. Because you can't just grab them at the top of the top of the sides. You have to kind of.
Because if you don't put them center, you do right.
Yeah. So it kind of messes things up a little bit. So. Again, if you guys are joining us, just let us know. Say hi. How's it going, Connor?
Hey, Connor. How you doing, bud?
We're just kind of hanging out here, doing some things. I wonder if we had some people actually calling earlier about some architecture sets. So we do have a lot of architecture sets right now that we're working on, and we'll have those available shortly. We've got, I know we've got the Willis Tower over there. We've got the Jen Hancock Center. We've got the Big Ben, Leaning Tower of Pisa, a bunch of other things. And so we're doing all that.
Some real good sets.
Earlier on our stream, if you guys are on YouTube, you're joining us for the first time. We also have a 3 o'clock daily stream on our Facebook channel, our Facebook page, Bricks and Minifigs of Crest Hill, same name as below, right here. So we were talking about Brick World earlier. Brick World has a new virtual convention that they're coming up with, or came up with rather, and are working on some things going on with that. It's going to be April 18th. I'm trying to find the actual times. Right now, I'm actually going to pull it up here for you guys to check it out too, so you guys don't have to go hunting for it. Pages. You like hunting? Yeah, I don't like hunting. That's bad. I mean, we got to eat, but.
Right.
Let's see here. Here we go. I'm going to pull this out. And then I'm going to share it with all of you. Share screen.
With me, with you, with him, and her.
There it goes. Yay. How's it going, Christopher? So if you guys are joining us, we're just talking about Brick World's new virtual con that they've been kind of going over. It is taking place April 18th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that is CST. Which is also going to be, what is that? 9 to 3 Pacific Time if you're on the West Coast joining us. So there's a lot of people that are going to be on that. It's a $5 entry fee to do it. It is all being produced by Zoom conferencing. So they are limiting all 13 rooms to 100 people. So that's kind of a weird thing. But, we want to try to make sure that everybody's got some time to spend looking around at all the different displays and vendors and everything there. So there's that. We've got Dave's over here working on his crazy mech.
Yeah,
get some extra light and stuff in there.
Here.
You're so far away too. But yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. If you guys have any questions, then I'll let us know. I don't know what we should show off. We have that garage that we built.
Oh yeah.
Let me go grab that real quick. Hold on.
Too bad to show. Oh. That was a really fun build. I really enjoyed building that.
Try not to lose the scooter. I'm gonna do it this way. So Dave and I over here, Dave got to help me with this awesome corner garage Lego Expert Creator set. Is one of the modulars, as many people refer to it as. So we actually just finished this guy up the other day. It's got a nice little room upstairs here, little apartment. Almost looks like, it kind of reminds me of like Chandler or something from upstairs from like Friends, or maybe Joey. It's got a little rock and roll poster over there, which is printed, which is cool. I don't know why this train is coming off right now. We'll fix this. Then we've got another layer, which is going to be a little vet shop, veterinary store. So we got a little girl that's watching her animal being worked on, apparently, or being looked over, which is kind of creepy, but it's funny at the same time.
It's like this. So in the instructions, this shows me to put the figure right here, looking at the fish tank. It reminds me of finding
the fish tank.
Yeah,
it
reminds me of Finding Nemo when the little girl with the braces is like shaking the bag. It was like fishy, fishy, fishy.
Darla.
Darla is her name.
Darla. And then at the very bottom, we have the nice little auto mechanic shop with a car lift, rolling door, which is really cool too on the front here. We tried to put this building back together. It's got a nice little rolling door. Pretty well hidden too. If you look on the side here, there's a couple of different tire rims and stuff on the sides. And if you look in the very top, there's a little wheel, and that actually is a little door opener. So you can kind of just open and close the door with that, which is really neat. There's an old school design for the sign here, which actually the wrench is clipped on to the stud, which is a little bit different. And hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. Gotta fit it all back together. Gotta make sure the pieces all line up. And it's got a really cool little tow truck here with a lifting mechanism. I'm gonna put it on top here so you can see.
Up on the roof.
So you can actually turn this little knob here, and the actual tow hook raises and lowers. And then it's got a little security chain right there on the back too, which is cool. So really nice set. I really dig this one. I was glad I picked it up, and thanks Dave for helping me put that together.
Thank you for letting me do that. Like, I really love this set, so I was really happy to be like, oh, can we build it?
I think we kind of just like those sets anyway.
Yeah.
Oh no, Dr.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun building. Like, there's some really cool techniques. If you guys have built this at home, you'll see like on the front of it, it uses these new tiles that are like cut off and rounded. So you had to get a lot of those and put them like zigzag on the edging of the building. So both I and Ryan had to do it. So that was kind of fun, but it was like, oh man, I gotta do like this is gonna be a little bit annoying because it's like I gotta interlock this and make sure it works this way. But it was a lot of fun, and it's a really good set to check out.
And if you guys are interested at all in signing up for Brick World, all you have to do is go to brickworld.com, and then under locations and tickets over here, just go to Chicago. Once again, it's going to show the public days of June 20th and 21st. General admission for the day is going to be $14. or $11 for military members. And then kids 3 and under get in free. Yay! And that is taking place again, open to the public Saturday, June 12th or 20th from 10 to 4 and Sunday the 21st from 10 to 3. If you do go for the public days, or the attendee days rather, I should say, we are basically there all day, every day, which is really cool. So we get to hang out with all the other
stay
Lego
in the
designers.
hotel there,
Like
to the Renaissance Center, and we're gonna just hang out. Probably if we're not in the room sleeping, we're out on the floor or in the lobby or somewhere with somebody, some group, talking about Lego or just seeing what they do with their lives and stuff like that.
See, now you can see the corner garage back here.
Oh,
we've got a couple other modulars here as well. So
we parked the garage.
No,
it's not that funny.
But yeah. So Dave, are you excited about Lego Masters coming back on Wednesday?
Oh my God, I was telling Ryan, I was like, oh my God, 2 days, and then we get to see Lego Masters come back. And then they just had a preview today, and it looks like they're doing 2 different Star Wars related activities. One of them is to build a droid, and then the next one, it looks like they're building some kind of Star Wars battle scene. So I'm like, holy cow, like, this is going to be so crazy. And there's only 3 teams, so it's like, I have no idea what to expect from either of these teams. Like, oh my God. And the droids look pretty cool from what we were seeing in the preview. So for those of you who haven't seen the preview,
check it out.
Don't check it out.
LegoMasters.com.
Maybe you don't want to get any sneak peeks. Maybe you just want to be surprised when you watch the episode, which is perfectly fine. Hey, no harm to you.
Yeah, so we had a couple different things going on with that. We've got our new bows from Jessica Ragsy, now available on our online store. And I'm going to pull that up real quick.
Bring them up.
So we've got our online store right here, which is really cool. We've got a lot of things going on. We've got different products that we've been posting up. So we've got our new in-box retired sets, which is all of our current released sets. So we've got a lot of our city sets on here. As you go through them all, the prices and availability are on here as well. We have a lot of new Star Wars sets in, which is all mostly from the Rise of Skywalker. We've got the new Trolls World Tour sets that are available right now, which the movie was supposed to come out, I think, this month. I don't know what's going on with that right now, if it's gotten moved or not.
I think it's still coming out. I did just see some kind of preview.
Okay.
I honestly don't know. It's kind of hard to keep track of stuff right now because one
it doesn't
minute it's
go.
ready to go, and the next minute it gets pushed back several months.
Yep. Yeah, Dave's upset about Marvel, so.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but thanks for calling me out.
Hey. And then we also have a lot of our retired sets. So the retired sets in here are just by part number or by set number, all alphanumeric. So if you're looking for a higher number, obviously, you want to go towards the end. Even though I do not know why these 3 are at the end. I guess they're going off the lead number, which is kind of counterproductive. But we have a lot of retired sets on here, a lot of new stuff on here. And then again, we have our new bows from Jessica, which includes the brand new dark purple bows, which actually I was sporting yesterday on this very stream. Had it on here, up here. I was rocking the purple dream bow yesterday.
Flaunting the bows.
Flaunting the bows. We had Jessica actually joined us yesterday for a little while, and she was so pleasantly surprised that we were all had bows on. So that was cool.
Oh my God, you're wearing my bows!
Yeah. So we've got that going on. We've got Brick World Talk that we were talking about earlier. We had our winners for Alpha Brick Builds contest, which we only have 5 letters left after.
Yeah, come
today.
on, we need more.
So we're getting to the end. And I'm actually really excited about drawing the raffle winner. So
it's kind of funny is that we only have a couple viewers right now, and we're just babbling.
Yeah,
so this is just gonna be
this is talking brick. We're just talking brick, man.
We're just doing this. Like,
if you guys at home have any questions
brick.
at all, you have all of our attention right now. So
yeah, so if you guys want to ask any questions, go ahead. If you got other people who want to join in on us, join in. We have nothing else going on. Don't mind doing this for another hour or so.
I'm actually okay. Interesting.
Yeah, if you guys are excited too for Brick World, for Lego Masters, just let us know. Give us some give us some feedback on what you think of all that. Are you excited? Have you been to Brick World before? Is there something you would like to see at Brick World that hasn't been done before? If you've gone and seen stuff in the past, like, hello, Chris. So, let us know. What do you think? We like hearing from you guys. Obviously, our little mainstream video is something we've been doing for the past few weeks now. And I mean, we're still going to be doing it. So we don't know what's going to happen towards the end of the month. We have no idea who's doing what, but we're definitely still going to be here every day doing a 3 o'clock stream. So we're excited with that.
Yeah, so Chris is actually watching us from Facebook, and then Connor is on from YouTube right now. So thank you, Connor, for rocking the YouTube. I guess it's YouTube. Thank you. So if you guys have any questions at all for Dave, or want to see any of his other mechs or whatever, let us know. I'm sure we'll be happy
I could go get
show
some
those
other
off.
mechs and show off.
You should set up like your whole mech army on the table behind us back here.
Yeah,
I think
just
it'd be
show
kind of
them
fun.
off in the video. I mean, I have this one, and then I have 11 small ones here to show off. I'm not sure. Wait a second. Okay. If you guys give me a moment, I'm going to double check some photos.
Oh, you didn't answer this one?
No, I didn't. I've been on my phone.
Oh, somebody did.
Maybe Sarah did. Oh, no, that was me. I messaged the person back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to double check my photos because I know there was like 3 or 4 that I just took photos of and I didn't really show on the stream. And then I started showing stuff on the stream. So maybe what I could do is I can get those and we can kind of go over those 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a few moments.
Yeah, so Dave's going to grab some of his mechs, have some fun. If you guys are just joining us now, we're just, as we're calling this, I guess, sort of after segment, Talking Brick with Ryan and David.
For a second. Talking Brick.
Talking Brick, yeah, Talking Brick.
There already is a YouTube channel called Talking Brick.
Well, this is a segment. This is not a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
so,
but still, we got to be
copyright.
Yeah. Don't want to get in trouble.
So we're just kind of talking about different things that are going on. We were talking about Brick World. We've got Dave's mechs we were talking about. We actually just found out too that Dave just broke his mech. No, I'm just kidding.
He just went to sleep. That's all.
It makes me want to redesign the Iron Man workshop. Oh, okay. Have you been working? Guillermo is posting out here that he wants to redesign the Iron Man workshop.
I could help.
Was it a mock he was working on?
Yeah, he was making his own like Hall of Armor.
Hall of Armors. I got one of those too. Mine's not terribly big, but I know Dave's got a pretty large one over there. So let me see here.
Yeah, I need to take better photos of it because I only have like a few.
Of what? Of the mech?
Of no, my Hall of Armors. I got to take some better photos because I have one that's kind of blurry and lit up from last year, and I have one from when we were at Brick World and it was up on the table. I was like, it's not that great of a photo. So one of these days I'm gonna.
Well, if I actually had a working phone last year, I could have taken some better photos. Hopefully this year it'll work just fine. I don't want to have any problems. But yeah, so if you guys are just tuning in at all, just let us know what's going on. You could talk anything brick. If you have questions about any sets or anything, or just want some opinions, you can let us know. You can send us photos. We can kind of review them all together, see what people think. If you are joining us from Unilug, our local lug group here, and want to share some of your builds you were doing for Brick World or for our original library build, that would be kind of cool to show off. And so we're just here to kind of just hang out and talk and show off some things if you're interested. If you guys have questions about any other build designs or anything else, like, Wally over here is my little dude. We can talk about that. We can show it off. I know some of you had asked the other day about looking at the Millennium Falcon, and maybe I think we'll do that tomorrow too, if we have time before our live sale event. Let's see. Guillermo says they didn't let me post on Lego because I had some custom suits. You're talking about for Reddit? Guillermo? Yeah, I think he's talking about Reddit. Yeah, you got to watch out for those channels. Some of those channels specifically say they have to be all original Lego pieces. It was baby. Dude, I love my Wally. My Wally is my dude. I just wish I could get his. I want to get his little eyes to motorize and just. So he's my dude. You can just hang out. And then we are carrying, of course, Jessica Ragsy's new bowl line, which is available in our online store. So we've got those available in store or online for $11.99 each. So same price as you get from Jessica. And they do come with these awesome handwritten letters, actually. So they are all handwritten by Jessica herself. So we're pretty excited. We have the first store that's been allowed to carry them. And we'll hopefully continue to carry them. Just got to get a kit for that. There is a kit for that. Well, Guillermo, it is a Lego Ideas set, actually. And I can actually should be able to pull it up on. Do this again. So there he is. There's my Wally. So it's Lego Ideas or Kuoso set 21303. Came out a few years ago in this adorable yellow box, which I thought was so cute. This little plant. So that's a 5-year-old set. Came out in 2015, and I like it a lot. So, but the kit's hard to find. So luckily, when I was able to find one, I was like, yay! But it typically retails in the realm of $120, $160, depending on where you could find it at. So, but it's a really cool set. I also have Lego Voltron that's guarding my office right now. He's my dude. It has all 5 lines that actually transform. So they can either be the lions or the giant robot, which Voltron, which is awesome. So, yeah. So what's going on with your guys' lives? Are you guys building anything at home at all right now? Are you guys working on any mocks or anything? Are you guys excited about Lego Masters Star Wars show coming up on Wednesday at 8:00? Let us know. Dave's got a couple mechs now.
Yeah,
you guys want to see them?
So what?
Why don't you show yours off real quick? Show those 2 off.
Hold on. Okay. So I was gonna do a whole thing. Okay. So I actually have a couple other mechs that I could show off in this stream. So I'm gonna show 2 today, and then I'm gonna show my favorite of the 3 tomorrow. So story behind these 3 is I built these all within like a month and a half. So I show you the first one I build, and I'm gonna show you the third one I build today. And I'll show you how I built them and everything, kind of the fun things about them. And then tomorrow I'll show you the second one I built within the past month and a half. And then I also will. No, that's about it. So I'll show them off in a minute or so. So we got that all set. I just had to make sure all of our messages and everything. Oh, you got your Voltron.
There he is. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Dun, dun, dun. So he's pretty hefty. I don't want to hit the microphone here, but
Yeah.
he's big.
This is heavy. It's such a great mech, though, and I've seen people buy this. It's like 1 or 2 people bought this set, and they jointed it with the legs and everything. And I was like, dude, this is so sweet. Because a lot of times with bigger mechs like this,
see, and I'll show you guys too. I was talking
all the support in the legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the arms actually is a whole new design too. I wish I could kind of rip it apart. But if I take his green arm off, you can hear it kind of clicking. It's got a whole interesting build inside where these parts are actually connected to a very large, I think it's a 24 tooth.
Yeah.
It might be somewhere in between. If Joe's watching, he could probably chime in too. I think this is bigger than 24. I think it's like a 30, something, 32 maybe. But it's got a whole like cog gear in here. But it's also then attached to one of the Technic balls that they use, also a lot in bionicle sets, with a receptacle from that. So it's actually very, very hard to move, as you can tell. It normally doesn't make that noise when it's brand new, but the arms haven't moved in a while, so it's got that little clicking effect to it. Hopefully I can wear that down a little bit. As you can see, it's not easy. But it's very stable for the other lions to hold on to and not fall off right away. So,
and I mean this set alone.
By the way, that's his arm, and then if you just do this, just kind of straighten him out a little bit, and then you can unfold his legs.
Yeah, it's really well done. It's definitely one of the best sets Lego's ever come up with as an idea set. And
then Steph comes up. See, now he's a lion. Ta-da! Rawr.
Sweet.
But they use the double ball action that you see in, I think some of Dave's mechs have this too, for some of the joints on both of these, and you can hear it. It's very,
it hasn't moved in several months.
Very, very stable. Yeah, you don't really use.
Friction has just been sitting there for a while.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what's causing all that noise. But it just comes apart. You can pop it apart, and it's fine.
Broke the line in half.
You see, one of them's not bad. Maybe if I snap them both back together again. Ooh. There we go. See, it just needed to be little reconnection there. So now it doesn't make that noise anymore. It's a lot smoother. So I think, the front one's fine. So I think I'm going to have to just, pop the ball out of the arm, his ball socket, and redo it. Just replace it back in.
Out.
Yeah, every once in a while you need to see a chiropractor, get your joints popped and everything else, So same thing happens for Lego sometimes. You just gotta have some fun with it.
Hi, Sean. How's it going, bud?
Yep, Sean's watching us. Let's see. Watching the whole backlog of Lego Masters is keeping me sane. Yes. So definitely watching and rewatching Lego Masters is pretty cool. Sometimes you see things you didn't see before.
Yeah, which is always great.
And after talking to some of the Lego Masters, it's actually pretty interesting to hear all the things that we don't normally see on the show that actually happened, but never got produced correctly.
Yeah, so we hope eventually they'll do.
Camera's doing all sorts of weird color corrections.
I hope they'll do like an episode after the season ends of all like bloopers and stuff that didn't get the show.
That would be cool.
But I mean, we don't know how that's going to work, but we hope we get to see a bit more of that because it's just an awesome show. Like, we're really excited with it.
For those of you who are just joining in, I'm fixing one of Voltron's arms. It's a little noisy. As you can see right here, it's got you can see that ball joint I was talking about earlier. If it wants to focus at all. This camera is really not great for doing some of this because it still sees things. But it's got a little ball joint connected to it on a bar with a small gear, which then translates to a larger gear so that it's actually geared down, which helps a lot. And then it's got a really good friction in there. So I might actually have to grab a piece separator and pry that in there. I'm going to grab a part real quick.
Will you be talking to any?
Oh, so talking to anyone? I think Melissa's asking if we're going to have any special guests on today. We are not planning on it. Not today anyway. But that's why they're special. Right, sometimes they just let us know and say, hey, what are you guys doing? And we're like, oh, we're streaming right now. I'm like, hey, can I hop in? I'm like, sure. We have reached out to a couple other people if they were interested in joining. Our stream is we are going to try to do this probably almost every day that we do the other one. Maybe not as much because we do still have work and things that we have to do here. But I just took this piece off and I don't know if I put it back on. No, but to answer your question, we don't have anyone specifically coming on to join us today.
Yeah, it's just
we're just talking brick.
Yep, Stock and brick.
So Melissa, actually, her daughter Madison, which is probably the one watching. And Sean.
I think
Sean's watching.
watching.
We had a couple of different people on the show in the past, whether it was this one or a regular 3:00 show, and there are surprises. We try not to tell you guys who's coming if we know, unless except for with like Jessica when we were talking about our bows and everything, and we had that planned out. So it's a little bit of mix. Sometimes we try to let you guys know so you guys can join us and ask your questions, and other times we like surprising you. So you really don't know what's going to happen unless you stay on the show. I temporarily forgot what I was doing. There it is. Okay. Red side, blue side. That's what I got to focus on right now. Okay. This goes down there.
Right.
One off. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, so I mean, we enjoyed here. We've really been enjoying doing this. It's very different. It's been our ritual to help us keep content and sane through all this madness going on. I mean, part of me, like, every day I'm like checking my account and everything to see if some money magically shows up in my account. But it's like I'm hoping too soon.
Do you believe in magic?
So I've been doing that. But I honestly haven't been doing too much at home. Like I've got a little bit of Fortnite here and there. I'll come here. I've just been watching random shows here and there. And so just trying to utilize my time.
Man, these are tough joints. I'm going to try to fix them both real quick. See if we can. All I got to do is pop it out and pop it back in, I think. But I'm trying to grab a hold
it's tricky with these bigger mats. Like the Hulkbuster is like this too, where the legs are pressurized and the stability of the set, and then you can move the arms and everything. Not like that, but
actually, you know what? The ball is seized. That's what the problem is. That's actually the noise of the gears stripping. So I'm not going to keep doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now we know what that is. But yeah, so if you guys have seen the UCS Hulkbuster, it's very similar to this build. A couple of the techniques are very similar when it comes to legs. I don't think the arms are like that. I think they're just ball jointed.
Okay. It's freeing up a little bit now.
Yeah. So it's really cool to see. I have mine at home, but I have not built it. That's because it's pretty big and I don't have anywhere to put it. I opened it to get the other version of the Mark 43 suit out of the set so I could put it in my Hall of Armors. But yeah, it's still sitting in the box. Several other sets that I haven't been able to build. And I mean, I got to see it last year, which is cool. So the set came out last year came out last year, and somebody was building it at Brickworld.
You seem a little confused.
Yeah, I get it all. It's too much.
Discombobulated.
What's cool is so this guy let me, step up close, and he got to show me the set before I got to build it up close. And I was like, dude, this is so sweet. Now, I've seen the YouTube video where somebody bought the set and have built it, which is great. But to see it up close in person was really cool. And like the Lego stores have it too, some of them, where they already have it built and it's showing you and everything. So I can't wait to build mine. I'm probably not going to mock it up or anything because I think it would just take way too long to do. But it's still just a really cool set. And I would love to bring it in here and build it here, but then I don't know where I'm going to put it after that. So it's like it's just been sticking at home. I mean, I can keep it here and we could have a little robot fighting thing with Voltron versus the Hulkbuster, but only
that'd be kind of fun.
Only their tops would move.
Here's some AutoZone. No Garamo, no grease in your Lego.
Yeah. No glue, no grease, no any liquid or substance that will wreck the Lego. So no G substance or no liquid substance that will mess up the Lego.
I'm actually going to attempt
grease,
something.
Glue, what is it?
I don't know if I really should do this or not, but I'm going to try it.
There's another one. That you dropped that piece.
I'm losing parts now. Up there it is.
You wrecked a piece.
No, I'm not wrecking anything.
Are you sure?
I'm not wrecking stuff. I'm just trying to free up this joint here.
For those of you who have enjoyed my mech shows that I've been doing, my little mech moments that I've been doing here for the past few weeks, you could also go on YouTube. You could look up Mishima and Chubby Bots on YouTube. Those two I watch all the time, and they do some of the most craziest robot builds I've ever seen. Like some of the ideas I've gotten from them, but others like I never even thought of. But then again, I don't have their I don't have the plethora of parts, their vast variety of parts that they have. So it's really cool to see how they come together. So if you guys want some inspiration, I'm telling you as a fan, go check those two YouTube channels out. It's Mishima and Chubby Bots. Chubby Bots is definitely top for me, but Mishima, they're real good. Definitely uses a lot of ball joints and stuff, and he or she does a lot of goofy mechs too, with other like animal parts, Duplo and stuff. So it's like that's really cool to see that he'll like take those.
The goofy mechs.
They'll take them like somebody. I think one of the last videos. Guillermo asked if I've seen
XX roll out XX. He makes some cool mechs.
No, he's a YouTuber. If he's a YouTuber, I'll have to check him out, or she. But no, I don't think I've
now,
seen
just so you guys
one.
know, I actually took the bottom joint of this out and put it back in, and now if you listen, it doesn't do anything. But it's still very stiff because of all the friction from the ball. And now it actually wants to turn. So as you can see, you have the mechanism here with the larger gear down to a small gear, which then is tied in with the ball on the end. And the ball on the end is held in with this little gray piece here. So actually that's what I took off and reattached. So as you spin this, it's going through a gear ratio change to reduce down to this little tiny ball, and it's all rotates together, except for that. Because I have to put the top piece back on. So I'm going to put this guy back on here, which should go that way, towards the back.
That's pretty good.
Are you checking out his link?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I know this guy. Yeah, Guillermo. I know this guy. He does a lot of little micro builds, a lot of Transformer-esque builds. He's done some pretty sweet ones. I think I've talked about this too. Where, yeah, I've seen this guy. Yeah, I've talked about this guy where he makes little micro robots, and it's almost like a Rubik's cube to change them from the vehicle to the robots. I've seen those, which are really cool. Which is something I used to do as a kid. Maybe not to that advanced technique of Lego, but I used to build my own Transformer-like characters when I was a kid with random pieces and stuff. Now Ryan over here is like, I don't know what I did to this part.
No, I'm good. I'm just shoulder's not wanting to fit right now that I've removed it.
Oh, so it's all like
I just gotta
not
piece it
lined
back
up.
together. Just gotta piece it all back together instead of just plopping it back on like I was hoping. Yeah, see, no. So, good hello. How did that happen?
I didn't do that.
I don't know. It was probably
Did
just
you
an
do that?
update.
I didn't do that.
It was probably just an update. We'll just knock that window out. But yeah, so that's a good idea. And then who knows? Maybe we'll try to get some of our other YouTuber friends to come join us on here someday. To have some fun, do some talking. Yeah, that looks good. The arms and legs of Voltron.
Hey Kurt, how you doing, man?
Kurt, we're just hanging out, talking brick. You know, Dave's going crazy over here.
Looks like I'm about to target somebody.
You like Deadshot?
This does look like Deadshot.
Like
Thank
X-Men Deadshot kind of thing going on here?
No, it's not Dead. Deadshot's a DC character.
No, I know, but the logo, you have the little X logo on there
Yeah.
for my shield.
X-Men.
So Dave's playing around a little bit. I'm trying to fix my giant Voltron right now. His arms.
So if you want, what I could do
Are a
is
little
while
weak
he's
right now.
fixing his Voltron, I could show you one of two of my mechs. So I'll show you the first one I built within the past month or so, and then
That's
I'm a
part of the
cyborg. Okay, and then I'll show you my third mech that I've built in the past month or so. There is a fourth, but
There is another.
It's not
Another you will find. Yes.
It's based off a Lego set, so it's not exactly a full mock. It's just something I've mocked up. Dave going crazy, nothing new there.
No,
Show
that's
me
right.
them mechs. Be that way.
He wants to see him.
Okay, cool. So let me move the camera here. So this is my first one here. Let me see if I can fix the light.
The light.
There
Oh my
we
gosh,
go.
the light.
So this is the first mech I've built. So this right here. Whoop, my bad.
So
Okay,
what'd you do?
cool. So this right here is the Ultron chamber from the Age of Ultron Quinjet set. Thank you. And so what I did is I just added parts to it to give it ball joints. And then I made this whole back for it too. So then you see those are on the 1x2 with the bar on it. And then you see like these are where the arms link out. Oop, my bad. These are where the arms link out and they'll go down. So it's very posable. Like let me see here. I can do this. Haha. See? Very posable, very stable. So I can do all kinds of funny stuff with it. So what's cool too is I have this guy in here, and this is my own little custom Ultron that I got on my birthday that I got for a discount. This is really cool to see, but it's very detailed. So let me see if I can get it out. Here we go. Cool. Oh, yeah. It's not working. Ah! There we go. It's not working like I planned. But as you can see, it's very detailed, very custom.
You need to back away from the light. That's why. Bring the light back.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I got this guy in here, and I just put this little Star Wars helmet on him, as you can see.
What'd you do with my shield?
I do nothing. And then he just goes right into the cockpit. You see, I didn't really do anything to the inside of this cockpit. It's pretty much the same. It's got two studs there in the bottom, as you can see. And then the robot just sits right in here. And I just fold this over. So then stand it back up. See, now you can get this whole little top vision here. And yeah, so you got all this reach here, and then bend this here.
You got the camera frame.
There we go. I was doing it that way. So you got this here.
Focus here.
So I could shoot little stud shooters here and here. Oh, thank you. And then what I can do is I just flip these.
Here, turn that light off.
Turn that light on.
The one behind the one behind it. Well, it's hurting right now.
Okay.
There you go.
Man, it's getting dark out.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So like that. So down, you can see these little blades I made for it. So these are the Nexonite blades. I think Clay gets them in the ultimate version of him. I was like, dude, I got two of these. Like,
Guillermo says it looks like a police mech.
okay, probably because of this little light on the top here.
And the fact that it's blue.
Blue.
I mean, it is dark blue,
Yeah.
in all honesty, except for the blades. The blades are kind of like that translucent dark blue.
Yeah, I could see it being like a police mech, but it's very posable here. Back here, and then these could shift back and forth, give me a little left and right thrust. And then if I wanted to, I could just take these out, and then he's got dual blasters here. So stud shooter and a laser blaster if I wanted to do it. And then, yeah, the hands are pretty self-explanatory. Although this one's a little goofy, but I mean, I wanted to have like a little thumb. But then,
Yeah.
Yep. So this is the first one I built here. I don't remember what I called this one. I have to look on my photos to see what I called this one. But I know the name of the other one. So, yeah. So I hope you guys like this one.
Cool.
Okay.
So, like we said, if you guys are just joining us, Dave and I are over here just kind of talking brick and
Kirk says
anything
he
Lego.
could dance.
We'll give this camera a second to refocus here. And then Dave was just showing us some of his mechs he's brought in already before, and I was toying around with my Voltron. If you were watching, he's now click free. So we got all his gears moving and stuff now. So he's
Click free is the way to be.
So he's rocking it now. So of course his right arm is actually a little loose, which is something I wonder if I can fix a little bit there. Sword is pretty heavy, so that's why. Not only is he holding the sword, he's got to hold the lion up. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And then if you guys have any questions, let us know. I know there's only been a handful of you guys in today. We don't have any crazy special guests today. It's just you and
We're just kind of hanging
today,
for a little
out.
bit. I don't think we'll do this too much longer, but we're just trying to do some different
Yeah,
things.
see if anybody a little bit later has any other questions or anything.
Yeah, some people didn't really get
it's
to.
dark now.
Ooh, excuse me. Some people didn't really hop on earlier, so it's a good chance for other people to
chime
see
in,
something else,
see some
chime
stuff.
in, ask some questions, say hi. So, such as Kurt. Yes, Voltron does.
Voltron is huge.
It is massive robot. I think it's a little bit taller than the Hulkbuster, given that its head has.
Oh yeah, the UCS Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
So he's got his lions. So number 4 and 5, and number 2, number 1, number 3 up top. Overall in stance, I mean, I don't even know what to compare this against. I mean, this is Wally. If you can see Wally back here, this is Wally. Wally's about
Besides the yellow line,
7 inches tall, maybe. And if you look, that's his height. 14. So I'd say it's probably close to 20 inches tall for Voltron, not including a sword. You got to add another 4 or 5 inches for the sword.
Yeah, that's
and then
like
of course
half his
he's got
body.
these awesome wings in the back that I was telling Dave he needs to put on his other mech from earlier. These are actually foldable wings.
I could.
rotate
It's just
around.
those are way too big for that mech. But
Yeah, that's true.
I can make some smaller
sorry about my
ones
hand, guys.
with the whole
Ugh.
folding.
But he is big. I mean, you can see he's tall. He's got a good.
It's
probably
one
10 inch
set,
wide.
but there are 7 different builds. So,
Yeah, so
all
actually-
5 lions, the shield, and the
I'm gonna go ahead
sword.
and remove the legs here. So we're gonna pop off blue and red. So they actually just have a little fitting in the bottom here.
Yeah, so use
that
the
you can put
bars,
together.
the C-clips, and the ball joints. So it's
there's
one
no
whole
snap.
set, but it's cool because they're all individually bagged and everything. It's
Black lion lost his leg inside the yellow line or the red line, blue line again. Can't see my
I
clothes here.
don't think yours.
There you go. The ratchets sometimes stick a little bit.
Yeah, but it's really cool to see how this comes together.
But then here's the green arm. And then you literally just take the shield out. So there's the lion. You just straighten him out. And then his legs just have to be extended after that, which we're gonna pop out. It's all ratchets to help the individual lions stand up. They try to avoid as many of the C-clips as possible, like the C-clip and bar hookups. But then there's the green lion. And he doesn't have any mouth technique at all, but he does have the little technique hole in the side of his mouth to hold either the sword or the shield. Or if you decide you want to make any other things for him. The legs are a little bit different. As you can see, it has the whole front leg too. Plus, they can actually open their mouths. So these guys also have a ball joint built in to the middle here, and these little rubber stoppers in the bottom to help it preventing from sliding around on tables. But then you just pull it forwards, snaps together. So it's got like this little almost jet. This version almost reminds me of the old school Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like with the Triceratops and stuff.
Yeah, well, this Voltron is based off the original Voltron too.
Yep,
so.
the OG.
That was one of the coolest.
Which I grew up with. We actually had the metal Voltron at my house. That was cool. I wish I could find it still, but I'm pretty sure my brother broke all of its limbs and stuff off.
Sure all these legs
And all of the other stuff kind of went off too. So, but the foot lines are a little bit bigger. So as you can see, this is the yellow foot line. This is the green arm line. So you can see they're a little bit different. I'm gonna try to put them both the same way. A little different in scale, but as you can see, the yellow one is significantly longer. These are right on top of each other, by the way. So it's like I'm just trying to photo pose them bigger or smaller. So they actually are different sizes. So we've got the two built right now. Dave's trying to figure out how to transform the blue one right now.
No, I know how to do it. It's just...
Trying to get his legs done.
very weird.
And then I'm going to show you guys the black lion.
My favorite.
So this is this. So with this guy, it's actually pretty easy to transform. You just kind of rip his arms off that I was playing with earlier, and you rotate them around. There's a little color code on the inside. So see this, there's a red 2x4 towel here. There's a color-coded red joint on this side. And then if you take his other shoulder off, it's blue on that side, which corresponds to the blue on here. So, of course, the red goes to the front if you're in robot mode. And then if you're in lion mode, you actually flip it backwards. And it's got all these little C-clips on those that connect to the 5 on here. So you just snap it back on. We're actually going to go ahead and rotate the wings around, put those back on. And then his face, just like the show, you actually just tilt his head up, and then his face becomes his mouth. So you got his little mouth here.
It's by far one of my favorite things about this.
And then his legs for the back, all you do is take them off and rotate them 90 degrees to the bottom. So he's goes into kind of that form. Fold his legs out. These little back tiny legs are actually what gets inserted into the bigger lions, or the feet lions, I should say. And then once he's down, hello?
He's really down.
Yeah, right. Why is that being weird right now? You gotta pull his little tail out and then get his wings. So then, you've got your black lion. And of course, if you decide you want to keep him in flying mode, you have to put his little front feet up like that. That's as far as they go. You rotate his back legs back into essentially what I call robot position. So they're straight out. And then you just have to tip his, put his toes out. So he's like that. Now he's a flying lion. And he's got some crazy wings. So, and they do fold as well, which is really nice. So if you decide you don't want the wings to be showing, you can just kind of fold them up and tuck them in.
Yeah, which is mainly how they go.
Yep, yeah. They're usually almost always like this until he's usually in the middle of a battle, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, there's just and just kind of pop up out of nowhere. And then of course, his head transforms and does his little thing, and all that stuff comes together. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's such a creative set. I mean, the way they're using parts and stuff, and I mean, there's certain pieces such as you can see these little printed pieces for the shoulder. These are printed specifically for the set.
Parts, yeah.
But they did put these in another set or two. I think it's the new satellite idea set that came out a month or two ago.
Oh, the International Space Station?
Yeah, the International Space Station has a couple of those as well. But it's really cool to see that piece printed like that because it was very, very iconic for this. And then they made some of these parts in silver, chrome, to really bring out the characters of these lions and such. It was really cool to see how they put that together.
Black Lion's having some difficulty standing up.
Yeah, he's drunk, so.
No, he's not, Dave. It's the Family Channel. He's chocolate wasted.
Yeah, there we go.
Dave just ripped his whole head off.
Yeah, but look at this head. Look at how awesome this is put together. And the head is tilted, so it gives you that whole animal-like feeling to this. Yeah, no stickers. Right? I agree.
The only stickers on this entire set are actually the numbers.
Oh, really?
For each individual line. It's like on here, there's number 2. They give you actually 2 different sets of numbers because there was the U.S. dubbed version and then the Japanese version. The Japanese version actually had different numbers on it. So you had to deal with that. On one of these, there should be, on the blue line, there's a little stud there. Yep, a little pin. So we're going to put his sword back together. So we have his sword all in one piece. He has an inner ear infection. Say my lion has an inner ear infection. He needs some antibiotics.
Yeah, even the top of this head is printed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's using that 2x3 shield tile.
So,
and the mouthpiece is printed too.
Looks like we're getting submissions already from our Facebook feed.
Yeah, I mean, this head is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, so if I can get all these guys set up here, put the red lion over here, and then can I have Black Lion's head back before he bites you? He doesn't like people. If you're not his paladin, he eats you. Straight up. So let's put this guy back over here next to put him right in the middle. Pa-pow. So if you guys want to check out what broken down Voltron looks like, bow, there it is. So you've got both feet lines, the yellow and the blue. You've got the black line, and then the green and red for the arms. Green has always been usually a defense line and more of a nature line. Red is usually more fire and offensive. Black is, of course, the leader.
Yeah, this is
the main body, and then
weapons and defense, water.
Yep.
So it's earth, water, fire.
No, this
grass.
is earth. Usually, this is usually earth.
This is more like
Grass
nature,
and rock and stuff like that, right?
So that they all kind of have their elements too. If you've seen some of the newer Voltron shows,
Kurt's saying is the black lion hungry today? He's gonna stay home. He doesn't want to get eaten by the black lion.
Yeah, I mean, this whole mouth opens up. Like, this is so awesome. Like,
and I don't know if Dave touched on that or not either. But this was actually a new piece when this set came out. This little 1x3 double inverted.
It's not
slope.
new.
It was new. Shortly before this, it was released. Especially in this color, then they of course printed it, so it was the first one that was printed.
Well, it's the first one that's printed, but this piece has been out in a lot of other sets way before. Look it up.
We'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
We'll double check for you guys. We don't want to give you guys false information. It's every one of the lions has their own little tail. Even the black lion has got a little bit of a fatter tail back here. But I really like the set, and of course, being an 80s baby, I was always in love with Transformers and Voltron and Power Rangers and all that stuff that was able to be put together. And I don't remember who the designer of this set was or the Lego designer of the set, but they did a killer job on this thing, man. I love this set so much. So, but that's what Voltron looks taken apart. So when you guys were talking about how big he was, imagine all 5 of these, and they're not small. They're all about 10 inches long or so. With of course the black lion being bigger. It's a big set. It's a big guy. It's a big defender of the universe. That's what that is. So
defender of the Lego universe.
The Lego universe, yeah. But yeah, it's a really cool set. I like how.
So you want to put them back together?
Simplistic. I don't know. I think I might leave them apart for a little while. Give his joints a break. Because some of the ball joints for the arms do get a little weak after so long, which is really cool. They thought about that because there are so many of these little ball joints in all the lines, especially for the arm joints that we showed on the black line earlier. They gave you 2 extra balls that are not extra pieces; they're replacement pieces. So if the arm joints get loose from holding the weapons, you can substitute it out with another piece, and it will essentially refresh the neck all over again, which is cool. So.
Yeah, it's really
Smart
great that they do
thinking,
that. And like, they have these little things here too. Like, there's this little gap right here, so you know how the foot got stuck. They have it so you can just pop it back out because they probably.
Curious why that's not covered.
Tech that. I don't know. I mean,
Just
you
noticed that.
built it.
I know. I just noticed that. But I was like, why would they leave what I'm talking about is on the green line, there's a couple of these little 1x2 spot areas of the 2x4 plate that were left open. And I'm kind of curious why they did that.
Are they supposed to be like that?
There's no reason for them to be like that, but I do build mine correct, so I don't know. There's a couple green ones back here too, so I can't blame. I would have put a 1x2 slope in the back here on the side studs to cover that up too, or at least the tile just to fill it in. There's no real necessary need that they wouldn't have used a 1x4 or 1x3 tile in order to seal that. So definitely some little modifications I might make just to clean it up a little bit. But if you guys have any questions about Voltron, let me know.
Put something here too. Both of these.
Yeah, it definitely
Studs.
left some open areas, and it's bound to happen. And I like that though because that's more mechanical.
Yeah, I like that. That's fine.
And these legs are actually pretty decent too.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I always thought these little jointed legs in the back were pretty funny though because I rip his leg off. It's actually on a 1x2 brick hinges here, but they purposely ran a Technic piece down the middle here, right here, to keep it on this crazy little side angle, so that the cat actually has a side leg to it instead of straight down. So,
well, it helps spread the weight and everything too when it's standing up.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's kind of still bothers me because it seems like he doesn't ever want to stand by himself, like straight up by himself. And then his front legs are super weak. Super weak, as you can tell. But, I mean, I don't know.
It's cool because then it's like bowing down.
Which it does do a lot in the show as well. I'm not going to lie. But didn't do that. I don't know. I don't like him as much in his individual lion forms as I do as a robot. But his
Yeah, the robot form is awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, and just to reiterate the fact, this is Wally. This is just the black lion. They are pretty close in overall size. So if you put 5 of Wallies together, you get a Voltron.
A Wallytron?
A Wallytron. Wallytron 9000. So.
Sounds like an amusement park ride. A Wallytron.
The Wallytron. I like the Gravitron. I missed the Gravitron. That was a cool ride. So we kind of went over a lot of things with Brickworld. Brickworld Chicago is still happening as far as we know. June 17th through the 21st for attendees. The 20th and 21st individually for public. It was $14 for general admission for those days, from 10 to 4 on Saturday and 10 to 3 on Sunday. Brickworld is also doing a Brickworld Virtual Con on April 18th from 11 to 5 Central Standard Time, which is going to be essentially produced through Zoom, which everybody seems to be using lately while we're all stuck inside. So if you're not familiar with that, I definitely want to say to sign up if you want to see that Brickworld Virtual Con. It's $5 per device that you're connecting, and they're only allowing the first 1,000 in. So after 1,000, you can't not get in anymore, unfortunately. They're going to have too many people and only a few hours to show off everything.
Yeah, show off everything. So. I mean, it's 100 people per room, and then it's just a waiting room. So you get in for $5, go to each room, and waiting limit, I'm pretty sure every person or families who are in, it's going to be like 10, 15 minutes per line that they're connected with, and then they're just going to rotate the whole thing. And then I do have one more robot that I was talking about to show off.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And then I think we can call it for today, actually. What are you looking at?
I was just going to try. I don't know. I was trying to see what else we were.
You can look up that part, see if I was right.
Oh, from Soultron.
By
Dave just wants to show off that he was right.
a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let's see.
But it's an old piece.
It's not. It can't be that old.
It's a bit old.
Because remember, I know for sure it's the first one that was printed.
It's the first one that was printed. Yes. It's not the first one that was ever made.
There's only like 2,700 parts or whatever. It's fine. Let me scroll. Let's see. Did you find it? I didn't see it.
That one right there.
There it is. Inverted 345 3 1. Okay, that's what I want. I just want the name of it because I can't look that part up because it's going to be with the black mouth on it.
Right, it's just going to be the printed one. black, white, red.
Wow. Okay.
Dark red. What?
Wonder when the light gray was released, or the light bluish gray though. Yeah, so Dave was right. Looks like the original part, I would have to assume is probably either in a black or probably dark gray, like the old dark gray.
Yeah.
Was back in '87. So believe it or not,
what 87?
It says '87.
Holy cow!
I don't know what set it was in at '87, but that's what it says. It's probably some like random box of stuff. Let's see here. 2014, 2087. Oh wait, Weeda Brick's townhouse. I did not see that brick anywhere in here.
Probably inside the house.
That's curious. Or maybe maybe it's under the table.
Maybe
they could use it for table. So it looks like it was in an old 1987 and an 88 set, in white at least. Yeah, I'll have to check that out and see. I'm gonna click this out. So go ahead and show that off. I'm gonna keep looking and see what I can find.
All right, so.
You have to grab the camera.
Move the lions over. Sit. Stay.
Sit, boo boo, sit. If you guys remember that from, usually was on right around Full House. That it was on. Actually, the 1987-88 part was red. It was a red double inverted slope. That's cool. All right.
So
let's see what you got.
You guys ready for my Brutus? This one's awesome. I like this one a lot. I made
these are the ones you showed already before, right?
Yes, I took.
Don't show them new ones yet.
And another one.
Okay.
These are ones I have not shown on the street.
Ooh.
87. Is that part older than you, Ryan?
No, that part is not older than me. I was actually born in '83. So I am older than the part. So ha ha ha. I win. I'm old.
All right. So this is my Brutus mech. See front here. This could roll down. You can see inside for the cab. It's very cushiony, I guess you could say. This is just some random minifig I made that I thought would be cool.
Just make sure you talk loud enough that they can hear you.
Yep. And then I have these thrusters that I could make into wings, essentially. I got this little one in the back. I used a lot of these. This got me the idea to make a robot. Is like all these parts, and then I wanted to make some kind of big Brutus hands. So that's why I got these here, and then I could easily just flip these, get this whole claw action going on here with these.
Kurt says he likes the spike parts on the arms.
Yeah.
Those little 1x1 pyramids, as I like to call them.
Yeah, they're really cool. And then I have plenty of grip on the hand here, so I can definitely grab somebody. And then I had only one of these. So what I did is get one of these, and this blade comes on the Sons of Garmadon sets for Ninjago. And I only had one of these, and I was like, dude, this would be cool for like a machete or something. So I found this like little clip here. I don't know where this clip came from. I don't know if it's Mega Block or not, but it works out really well. And I could just put right in here, close up the hand. And now I got this big machete-like blade for this mech. And it's posable as well. I did these little like leg thrusters here. And it's kind of a little tricky to see how I did it. So it's a 1x2 C-clip, and then using these black 1x1s with the peg on it. The feet are kind of bland, but I was like, I kind of need to give it like a flat foot kind of ordeal to hold the weight.
Kurt, to answer your question about the pyramid pieces, you might find them in there, but they are not on a lot of sets.
They
are pretty harder to find set.
They come in silver like this, gold. They come in translucent pink, translucent orange. They come in. That was the first color they made it. And I think it comes in another color. I don't know yet. But I had a lot of these, and I just thought of like the old jean biker coats with all the spikes and everything. And I was like, dude, like, how many of these do I have at home? So I was like counting all of them, and I was like, I might have enough to make this work. So I was going through things and I was missing one, and then I went through some other parts and I was like, why is this one in here? This one should be with the other ones. Yeah, so this is my Brutus mech. Both of these I'll display in next month or 2 months display. I don't know.
I still think you should bring them all to Brick World.
Yeah, maybe next year I'll do it
Pull it back.
because I don't want to bring
There you go.
too much to Brick World. But maybe
I
next
say
year.
bring everything.
No, because if I bring everything, then I'll have nothing to show off.
Build some more stuff. Challenge yourself.
But I need something to bring while I'm building something else. So I have like a whole, timeline of things. So it's like if I already have something for Brick World and I'm working on a new thing, then I bring that to the next Brick World. So it's like I got tons of stuff I can do for Brick World. I'm just doing bits by bit.
Okay. Yeah, so we got all sorts of different mechs. Dave's going to show off another one tomorrow at our normal 3:00 stream on Facebook.
And then I'll show off my second one of these 3 that I made within the past month and a half.
And then tomorrow night, I don't think we'll do this right afterwards. I think we'll just wait till we get it all set up so we have some time to get our little sale set up. But then we're going to do a little tour throughout the entire store of our used and certified
little
used sets.
after hours tour.
And you guys can take a look at what we have available that's not on our website, and then just basically claim it right here in the chat, and we'll make sure we hold it for
so
you.
if you see something, say something, and then you can buy it right there as we show it.
Yep. So we'll get that all set up, and then so tomorrow we'll be live at 3:00 for about a 45 minute stream, unless something happens. And then we're going to be offline for a few hours, and then we'll come back on at 6 p.m. tomorrow night to do our little online sale event. So we're not sure what we're going to call it yet. So we'll have those available to you guys then. But if you guys have any questions in the meantime, let us know. Send us an email. Send us a Facebook message. Make sure you guys get your letter D builds in if you are on the show, if you're participating in our Alpha Brick Builds contest. Anything that starts with the letter D, get them turned in by 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Check out our Facebook page. Ryan posted up like 80-something photos.
Yeah, there's 80 photos of
tons
all sorts of different sets and some of our minifigures.
So you can see them ahead of time.
So you can kind of check them out already. If not, we'll kind of go over them tomorrow too and take some live questions about that. So, and for those of you that are part of our email list, you will get an email here shortly from me detailing that, along with the fact that we have the Jessica's bows on our website again now too. So keep an eye out, and we will be with you guys tomorrow at 3:00. Sound good?
Same time, same band place.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye,
Adios.
guys.